Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joseph Novichkov, Senior Trading Manager with GDM. Let's start today's session outlook firstly with the Chinese shares. The Shanghai Composite closed slightly higher, 0.7% or about 22.27 points at 32.21, as the Shenzhen Composite was up 0.9% or about 18.8 points at 20.90. Nikkei 225 was 0.74% up or about 136.15 points at 18,496, with of course the dollar, which tracks the greenback against a basket of major currencies, was at 100.57 compared to the levels as high as 101.5 last week, as the yen held steady at 114 mark and slightly above, with the dollar yen pair up about 114.16 or about 0.17% to the north, as investors shifted their focus to the upcoming events of the European Central Bank, where they're expected further monetary stimulus to be announced. As we can see, the Stoxx European 600 is up about 0.73% or about 2.53 points up, with all major bourses and most sectors trading in the green. Of course, basic resources in the Stoxx 600 and of course banking stocks were also leading the gains as well, with a rise in iron prices helping the mining firms. Of course, banks were the ones that were mostly higher, 1.4% to the north in early morning trade after reaching the highest levels since January. We can see also the FTSE is up about 1% at 70.60 points to the upside. As we can see, the DAX is 144.28 points up as the 1.34%. The euro dollar was steady on Wednesday as traders paused for the outcome of Thursday's European Central Bank's policy meeting, which may of course set the tone for the currency market in the remaining days of the trading week after the sharp moves in the wake of the last month's US elections. As we can see, the euro was a little changed, 0.1% up or about 10 pips up after slipping 0.5%, right now trading at 1.0727. As of course the sterling is down, we can see at 1.2636 or about 0.3% with 38 pips down, and this was after the Asian session and the upbeat US data that supported the view that the world's biggest economy may be strong enough for the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates next week. A rate hike, however, would weigh very much on gold prices, as it would raise the opportunity cost for holding bullion, with of course yielding zero interest. The metal, however, is now slightly higher, 0.15% at 1171.80 or about $1.58 to the upside. The crude prices, however, are down right now at $50.80, down or about 0.23%, and this is on the overhang that has dodged markets for over 2 years, as the US West Texas Intermediate is right now about 11 cents down on the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries and Russia as well, that actually last week announced they would cut production next year in the attempt to prop up the markets. However, doubts have ever since emerged whether the planned cut would be big enough to actually end the oversupply. And since then, the markets have been slightly easing down to the south, as of course we saw prices slightly above the $52 mark. Right now, this is the most important news, leading headlines as well, and I'll see you tomorrow again with the update. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.